And we continue with our series of profiles of small businesses thanks to Rhodes Consulting Services, our partner in this. And thanks to Rhodes Consulting Services, we're getting to know small businesses in the community that have benefited from the services of Rhodes Consulting Services. So after today, you'll know a little bit more about two small businesses, not just Rhodes Consulting Services, but today we're going to talk to the founder and owner of Caring Bees in Dorchester. Now, they partner with doctors, hospitals, clinics, and insurances to provide optimal home care. Their goal is for patients to remain home while completing a medical regimen that will provide comfort, independence, and dignity. And the founder, today in studio, Jean-Paul Karanga, has an incredible journey as well as he migrated from Rwanda during that famous war that they even made a movie about that, right?
Yeah, Hotel Rwanda.
Exactly. Now, what did you think of the movie? Was it a good movie?
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Yeah. Okay.
It reflected of what happened.
It did, right?
Yeah, it did.
All right. Well, very good. We're going to get into that. And also, I want to introduce our host, Jose Perez. How are you today, Jose?
Albertito, thanks for having us, and I appreciate it for the time and space.
Absolutely. And a little bit about yourself before we keep going. You are the founder as well of Rhodes Consulting Services. How do you describe Rhodes Consulting Services?
Man, in reality, is a firm of inclusivity and opportunity for all. Entrepreneurship is hard, it's lonely, and we're here to tell you that we could be here with you and be able to support you in any means necessary. So happy to be here, happy to have John Paul with us, and to be able to provide more resources and information for the community.
Right. So he is a client of yours, one of several that we have been highlighting in this series. We've also done restaurants. We've done a number of different businesses. But today, we're going to hear how you, my friend, have benefited from the Rhodes Consulting Services team. A little bit about your business before we get into that. How many employees do you have? How do you describe the business and your services? I know you're out of Dorchester, but give me your 30-second elevator description of what Caring Bees is out of Dorchester.
Yeah, Caring Bees is a home health agency. Some other people call it VNA. We do give a service client in their home. We have a variety of services, including nursing services, home health aid services, physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and medical social worker. Caring Bees has been in business for today almost 10 years. We started in 2012. We've been growing since, but since we met Rhodes Consulting Group, everything has been great. We scaled from the input they've been giving us.
Well, we're going to get into in a little bit exactly how you've gone to scale, but he said something very interesting that I want to ask you, Jose. How did you meet Jean-Paul and his team from Caring Bees?
It's a great question, and it's a great story. Back in 2019, we were doing, 2019, we were doing a Streetwise MBA in East Boston. This is a program funded by a local partner that really provides information and resources for entrepreneurs. And especially we were doing it in East Boston because we needed to do it in different population and demographics that would definitely impact the public. At that point, Gene was one of the students in the classroom. It was a classroom of 18, 19 at that time. And we were able to connect. We were able to get into the weeds of his business. And then at that point said, hey, I think we have something unique here. I think we should definitely explore it. And it's been a great relationship since then. We're going on almost, if I think about it, close to 3 years or so. And so far, it's been a good transition and a good story to tell.
Well, I want to get into that story. Jean-Paul, what major areas has the folks from Rhodes Consulting Services had a major impact in your small business?
I would say the business as overall growth of the business, accounting, finance, business development, sales and marketing, staffing, staff retention, hiring, pretty much every.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds about almost like every aspect. But I'm going to ask your consultant over here, where would you, and now he mentioned many, but from your point of view, where do you think you've had the major impact in his business?
Well, a lot of it is getting ready and staffing up to grow the business further, right? And a lot of it's infrastructure based. And how do we prepare to be able to handle the inflation of growing the business by 30, 40%, 50%? And what is the lessons learned? Are we financial prudent? Are we human resources secure? Are we securing most of our staff and not leaving because of wages or benefits? Are we actually having the right sales cycle and the right protocols and procedures to maintain a steady marketing flow as well as a marketing pipeline? And if the answer is yes, then we could get anywhere, right? If the answer is no, then we need to start really setting down the foundations. And once we have those in place, then we could definitely do anything.
Right. Now, what type, again, we're talking to Caring Bees, and we're going to get into the size of his business. But your other clients that we've had and we featured here, give me a range of the sizes of the small or the businesses that you work with.
So it ranges from different places, right? So we have clients that are doing $500,000 in sales and maybe 2 or 3 employees, to we have clients that have 200 or 300 employees and are doing $20 to $25 million in sales, right? So it's all in context to the industry that they belong to and what they're trying to accomplish, right? Not everybody wants to go big. Not everybody wants to keep achieving more personnel and staff, and that's important, and I respect that. A lot of it is the way I look at an associated is the time associated with the amount of investment that you're doing to the company. And some folks are okay with putting in a lot of the time. Some folks are saying, I'd much rather have more free time than money. Therefore, give me the free time, keep the money, but tell me what I have to do to be a little bit more let go and easy.
Very interesting. Jean-Paul, where are you? Do you want more money or more free time?
More money.
Oh, okay, okay. And did Rhodes Consulting help you with that?
Yes. I would say yes, because pretty much Rhodes Consulting Group helped us to put in place infrastructures needed to scale the business. We now have system in place that really we use to control every aspect of our business. And we are ready to scale our business.
That's excellent. That's great. I imagine I want to get to your team. Okay, it's not you by yourself.
Correct.
Right. Tell me a little bit about the team of folks that you employ to help businesses like Caring Bees. So when a small business needs your help, who are the team members and what are the areas that you can really focus in on?
So as of today, we have what we call a boutique firm dedicated to the disadvantaged community and disadvantaged business owners. And disadvantaged because just for whatever reason that you could think of, but mainly it's because we are struggling to stay in business. And sometimes we have challenges that are economically driven. Sometimes it's racial driven, or sometimes it's just demographically driven, right? But today we have a unique team of 15 members, all with very different, unique expertise, and all with aggregated values that present to one company or another, right? So with Gene itself, he has dealt with my marketing folks here. He has dealt with also with our recruiting folks. That way we could actually look at recruiting. He has dealt with my finance team and the people that actually provide a lot of the algorithms that I need in order to do my job. He has helped with my support team through applications and processes to the banks or different grants opportunities that we've been dealing with. But in general, right, we have a marketing team, we have a design team, we have a financial team, and we also have a recruiting and, of course, a business development team, right? So it's important that we set the record straight. Rhodes, it's a firm of many, of who we all try to give our best to the client by the respective consultant of expertise that would allow him to actually be served as best as possible.
Now, I'm going to ask you something that I asked you a little bit a while ago, Gene. Would you recommend his team to a friend of yours or any other small business person watching this or listening?
Yes, all day long. Since I met Jose, my business is prospering. So we've so Jose's Rhodes Consulting Group is a result-driven firm. So since I work with them, I saw the result, so I will not hesitate to recommend it to anyone.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about your company, right? How is that growth? Are you, let's talk about what you do and what are the areas that you've grown. You were talking a little bit earlier of your patients, right? The number of patients. Give me a perspective on that part.
Yeah, when we met Jose, we were at around 190 patients, and now we are hitting 300, which is a very, very big growth in less than 2 years. So, and our business is growing steadily and strong. So every system is in place. Nothing is all over the place. So we are sure we are growing. It's not like we're gonna fall down. That's why Rhodes Consulting Group keep us in check every month.
So Jose, again, coming back to that profile, and I know it's wide ranging, but it's also very defined. You know, it almost sounds like a contradiction, but how do you define your potential clients, customers? And I know they become your friends too later on. I see how much that you guys care for each other. But who's your profile of a small business that could really benefit from your services?
Well, without having to put parameters around growth, people, or revenue, the profile is someone that is struggling, someone that needs assistance, someone that is already in business, and someone that truly cares about the growth of the firm. And I'm not talking about revenue. I'm just talking about in general, right? A company requires a lot of work. And just when you think that you have done something and have gotten to the next stage, then you usually hear my voice and you says, okay, now we have to do this. And you're like, wait a minute, we just completed this big step. Doesn't matter. We have to do it again, right? So a lot of it is having leaders that are that move around with the stress well, that actually adapt to problems and adapt to changing environments. We just went through a pandemic, and that was really tough on all of us, right? But the way Karen B's managed this thing, the way they held on, and the way they've been doing today, it's a true reflection of the leadership of Gene and what they're doing today to get the company going to the next level. Therefore, what we strongly suggest is, hey, are you stressing out? Are you someone that needs attention and needs help? Don't do it alone, because I know what it is to do it alone. It's not the greatest feeling ever. We're here to support you, and if we could do that, definitely let us know, and we'll be happy to be there for you.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about how you started with this firm, the history of Rhodes.
So, in all honesty, it's a cool story because it actually happened right in this building.
Right? Oh,
I don't know if many people
I remember.
This. So I think you came to one maybe, or I'm pretty sure that we saw you.
Yes.
We used to give free seminars in the building and for the local entrepreneur. And in all honesty, the only thing we wanted to do is get people together to start talking about their business and be able to actually confront what they wanted to do or the issues that they were having. At that point, we also invited different segments and different providers. At that point, I believe we had Enterprise, we had the GNSMDC, which is the Greater New England Supplier Diversity Council. We had folks from the banks. We have folks from Mass Capital Growth and whatnot. And it was a cool event because people were there. But the unique piece that happened is this. There was a gentleman from the city of Boston sitting in there. His name at the time, I don't recall, but he was the Streetwise MBA gentleman from East E. And he said, why are you not doing this for the community? And why are you not actually tapping into resources from the state and city to help you through this? I was doing it for free. I was literally just giving my time away. I love what I do. And I saw that my community definitely needed it. And at that point, he said, we should talk. We met, we sat down, and we discussed it, and the rest is history from there. We were able to explore grant opportunities that allow us to get funded and get started. We were able to actually start doing technical assistance for the city of Boston. We were able to start doing different work, and then at that point, I got connected with Enterprise and other things. So I'm an academic, right? I teach at Bay State College and whatnot, and I've been a business owner for over 15 years. So to that extent, I said, okay, I think my community needs this support, and we are able to provide something of value for folks that haven't gotten exposed to the amount of items that I haven't gotten exposed to. And the rest is history. Today,
But you're also
it's 5 years.
Yeah, but you're also a profile or history of a small business that saw an opportunity. It was born out of an opportunity,
Right.
and you yourself have grown, and now you've kind of I would imagine there's a lot of lessons learned in your own life that you see in other small businesses.
Agree. And what happens is when you become a good consultant, you become a good consultant because you leave emotions out of the business, right? And I think that's what people don't really realize. I don't think I'm greater than anyone. I think I just don't care so much about the feelings that you have towards the business. For me, it's all based. It's relationship and results driven. And if the business is doing well, we could tell. It's tangible. You could hold it. You could feel it. If the business is doing bad, then we need to do something about it. And I'm really indifferent how many nights you spend about, huddling your baby, how many nights that you wake up and had to go to work because no one will go to work. It's just part of the game, right? And when you come into a company like that and you say, well, we have to change this, and that, and this needs to go, needs to stay, at that point, that's when we become good because we have removed ourselves from the tears, from the sweat, from the emotions, from the threats, for everything that happened to the business, and we're just going there to safeguard the best interest of the business.
Well, Jean-Paul, I imagine when you first met Jose, you said, wow, someone that understands my needs, right? Because being the CEO and being the founder of a company, sometimes you're very lonely. You think that you're the only one that's going through and have all these questions and have all these concerns and stays up at night all the time. But did you find not just solace, but did you find great advice and then obviously kinship with Jose?
Yes. I believe part of me also is I'm open to criticism. And when I met Jose, he was my instructor for over a year. And I had a trust in him. I really believe in him. And when he came to my company, I just shut up and listened. And then he said, "This is going wrong. This is going wrong. This is right. This we need to do this." Then I followed his saying, and everything became the way it is now. So it's he just mentioned it. His job is about his results driven. That's 100% true. Nothing he's lying about.
Well, we've been talking to our friends from Rhodes Is Rhodes Consulting Services or Rhodes Consulting Group? What is the proper?
It's a group. It's a group because there's a good amount of us in there. But
Absolutely,
also, it's not just me. It's a whole company behind me.
And Caring Bees, Jean-Paul Karanga, the founder and owner. They're out in Dorchester. They partner with doctors, hospital clinics, and insurances to provide optimal home care. We spent the last 15, 20 minutes getting to know both of them. I want to thank both of you for coming by. I want to continued success to you, my friend. Great for you to be here. Jose, thank you for having another small business come by. We've done several, and we will continue to do these. Make sure that you check out some of the other podcasts and some of the other profiles that we've done with Jose. So any parting words, Jose?
Well, thank you. Thanks, Edmundo, for having us here today. Gene, for opening the door for this segment and allowing us to share his story. But most important, for trusting in us, right? I think the key word of today is trust. If you're able to put the trust in us and be able to open your business to Rhodes Consulting Group, we could definitely commit to life-changing results and aggregated values. So thank you all.
And last plug, if someone is interested in your services, how do they get a hold of you, my friend?
They just call our intake department, 617-929-0102.
Beautiful. Very simple. I like that. A phone call. You still answer the phone over there?
Yeah, someone will answer. I will answer or someone else will answer.
Excellent. Okay, that's all I'm just saying. Now in today's world, everything is go to the website or text. Good job. Good job, my friend.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
All right. Thank you. And stay tuned. We will have more of these profiles. This is one of many, one of several that we have with Rhodes Consulting Group. So from the East Boston El Mundo Studios, catch you next time. Take care.
Rhodes Consulting Group helped us in various sectors. The consultant was himself came and did analysis and did assessment of our company, where we were doing few of the stuff wrong and where we needed help. He plugged in his input and we start to see the result. I'm really appreciative of how much you've helped us to grow. Thank you so much for that. My name is Jean-Paul Karanga. I'm the owner of Caring Bees Healthcare. Welcome to our beautiful company. Caring Bees is a home health agency. Other people call it a VNA, where we take care of medically compromised individuals. Most of our population are, of course, elderly because they're the ones that need most of the help. We specialize in taking care of people in their own home. I worked in various positions, hospital, rehab, and then I ended up working for the VNA. And I said, you know what, I can do a better job. And I decided to found my own. I founded it in 2012, and we're focusing on patient satisfaction.
We are Caring Bees and we are here for you.